Welcome back to the channel Legends. I've been flooded with questions about mastering finesse goals in Legend mode, and today I've got you covered. If you have already watched my step-by-step finesse shooting tutorial, you are probably nailing those finesse shots in training mode without breaking a sweat. But let's be real, Legend mode is a whole different ballgame. This video is here to help you level up and turn those practice shots into unstoppable goals against top-tier defenses. Without further ado, let's dive right in and break down how to score finesse goals like a pro in Legend mode. Stick with me, and by the end of this video, you will be slicing through defenses with your finesse shots like a hot knife through butter. Let's get started. The main reason it feels so difficult to score finesse goals in Legend mode gameplay lies in the stark contrast to training mode. In training, you are one-on-one with the goalkeeper, giving you the freedom to fully focus on honing your finesse shooting skills without any external pressure. However, in actual gameplay, the dynamic completely changes. The goalkeeper is surrounded and protected by a wall of defenders who are relentless in blocking every possible shooting angle you have. They anticipate your moves, quickly close down spaces, and make it nearly impossible to find the perfect opening for a finesse shot. On top of that, the defenders in Legend mode are highly intelligent and aggressive. They apply constant pressure, disrupting your rhythm and timing. They tackle, block, or force you off balance, making it much harder to execute a clean and precise finesse finish. The challenges you face in Legend mode are remarkably similar to what Lionel Messi encounters in real football matches. Since eFootball is one of the most realistic football simulators out there, the key to cracking the code for scoring finesse goals lies in studying Messi's gameplay. In my opinion, Messi is the king of finesse shooting, not just because of his ability to finish, but because of his extraordinary close control and dribbling. It is his unique dribbling, marked by precise touches, quick changes in direction, and a seamless movement that creates the space needed for finesse shooting. Let's break down this iconic finesse shooting goal and see how Messi's close control and dribbling create the perfect opportunity for a finesse shot. As Messi approaches the edge of the box, he is immediately confronted by a compact defensive line, similar to the scenarios we often face in Legend mode. Instead of rushing or forcing a poor attempt, Messi masterfully adjusts his pace and direction to throw the defenders off balance. His ability to change direction with surgical precision, combined with his varied tempo, forces defenders to constantly reposition themselves, which ultimately causes them to leave the disastrous gaps in their defensive structure. In this example, Messi capitalizes on the opening he's created and curls a finesse shot around the defenders and past the goalkeeper, placing the ball perfectly into the far corner. The timing, accuracy, and flawless technique of his shot are hallmarks of what makes Messi's finesse shooting so extraordinary. Messi's dribbling and ball control are more than just tools for maintaining position. They are the foundation for creating the space and angles needed for finesse shooting. By studying and emulating these techniques, we can unlock limitless finesse shooting opportunities in Legend mode eFootball. Here is an example. To start, I used the R2 button to make Messi dash forward, drawing the attention of two defenders who immediately moved to double-team him. Instead of maintaining a predictable pace, I released the R2 button and used the left stick turning toward the ball in order to sharply slow down Messi's movement. This sudden change in tempo not only keeps the defenders guessing, but also forces them to adjust their positioning, creating gaps in the defensive line. Once the defender slows down to mark Messi, I react quickly by pressing the R2 button again to accelerate through the gap between these two defenders. This rapid burst of pace, combined with precise control of the left stick, allows Messi to exploit the opening and escape the defensive pressure. As soon as I passed the first defender, I adjust the left stick again to make a quick cut into the box, using the gap between these two defenders to gain an advantageous position closer to the goal. Finally, when this defender anticipates my movement and tries to close down the space proactively, I predict his action and press the R2 button to make a sharp stop. This sudden pause creates a brief but critical gap in the mixer, allowing me to execute a manual finesse shot with perfect timing. This is the normal speed replay. By reading defenders' movements and combining pace changes with sharp directional adjustments, I find the small window needed to curl the ball past the goalkeeper into the net. Here is another example where I use close control techniques to create a finesse shooting opportunity. Initially, the defender rushes toward Messi, anticipating a cross to the box. This defensive pressure is heightened by the presence of my two strikers, Lewandowski and Nico Williams, strategically positioned in the box and ready for a potential delivery. However, instead of playing the expected cross, I used the R stick to drag the ball in the opposite direction of the defender's movement. Then, with a quick adjustment of the L stick, I perform a sharp cut into the box, bypassing the defender entirely and positioning Messi in a more advantageous spot. This swift and precise maneuver disrupts the defender's momentum and creates a split-second window for a finesse shot. At this moment, the defenders are caught off guard. They hesitate, uncertain whether to continue marking the strikers or step forward to challenge Messi. This brief indecision opens up a critical gap in their defensive structure. Seizing the opportunity, I execute a finesse shot, threading the ball through the gap and into the net with precision. This example underscores the importance of unpredictability in eFootball. By mastering quick directional changes and maintaining situational awareness, you can force defenders into hesitation and create ideal conditions for executing finesse shots. Let's quickly recap what we've covered today. First, we looked at the stark contrast between training mode and legend mode, understanding why scoring finesse goals becomes so much more challenging when faced with intelligent defenders and compact defensive lines. Then we studied Lionel Messi's real-life gameplay, analyzing how his dribbling and close control create the perfect opportunities for finesse shots. Finally, I demonstrated two detailed examples in eFootball, showing how to apply these techniques by combining pace changes, sharp directional adjustments, and situational awareness to break through tough defenses and execute finesse shots. Remember, the key to mastering finesse shooting lies in practice and learning from the best like Messi. Keep refining your close control and decision making on the field, and you will soon be slicing through legend mode defenses like a pro. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more eFootball tutorials. See you next time on the pitch, and happy gaming!